Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial where I'm gonna teach you how to get into Wild Thing. So if you can already do Wild Thing, then we'll mix Wild Thing and Wheel Pose together. And there is a difference between like a tabletop flip dog and a Wild Thing. So I'll show you what I mean first. This is what you see in tabletop where your hands will be behind you and then you lift the hips up. So this is the tabletop position. Sometimes, especially when you're upside down, you don't know where is where, and you might end up getting in tabletop position and you're so confused how to get into Wild Thing. Flip dog is what I would say like when you reach, you bend both knees 90. It's more like flip dog. And then for Wild Thing, as I reach the leg up, the ball of my bottom foot will rotate. So if you start to see, I rotate my knee, the ball of the foot out, and I drop the ball of my foot down. So the foot will turn more towards the back of the mat. So my left leg is straight, my right knee is bent with the heel up. I start to press into the ball of my right foot and I lift my hips up, coming into Wild Thing. So you feel stretch in your quads, you feel stretch along the side of your body. And then you drop your hips down and come back, three-leg dog. Okay, so if I were to do the other side, let me move more towards here so I have space. Left leg up. So in your Wild Thing, one leg will always be straight and the other leg will be bent. So I'm going to rotate the ball of my bottom foot out and I start to lift my left hand off the ground. I touch the ball of my left foot down. Drop the hips down for a while. Make sure your foot turns more to the back, slightly in between the back of the mat and the corner. And then drive through your hips, press down through the ball of the foot, and you open your chest up, getting into your Wild Thing. So that's how you get into a Wild Thing. If the bottom leg doesn't rotate, then you'll be stuck in a very awkward angle, like that. And you realize that it's more like a side plank rather than a back bend. So if you find limitations in the trunk rotation, usually it's because of the bottom leg. So make sure you turn the ball of the foot out so the bottom hip, instead of here, your bottom hip starts to lift up to the sky. So you want to open your entire pelvis and your entire chest upwards rather than sideways. Now, if you want to come into wheel pose, the rotation of the wrist is always the tricky part, and your shoulders have to be strong enough and open enough for you to take the transition. In my Wild Thing, as I lift my right leg up, I touch the ball of my right foot down, right? Now I have to be open enough so my bottom hand can reach for the floor. Then I shift my weight to my right arm and I turn my left hand and then I adjust my feet into wheel pose. To come back, I drop my hips slightly. My left hand on the mat moves first and I use the strength of my hips to come back into downward dog. So if you find that the top arm is so far away from the ground, work on more shoulders openers or just skip the entire transition. Remember, if it's something achievable, yes, I suggest you work for it. But if you find it even hard to come into wheel pose from the mat, then definitely that transition wouldn't be for you. So open up the shoulders if you want to go into wheel with some wall stretches, or you can use your blocks, all right, for extended puppy pose. You can do bow pose or do a couple of wheel poses to allow your entire body to open up as well. So I'll show you one more time on the other side. My left leg lifts. I touch the ball of my left foot down. I open up Wild Thing. So I have to open enough until I can see the floor. I touch my left hand down. I shift my weight to my left
and then I turn my right wrist, and I adjust my feet into wheel. So if I were to come back, I'm gonna turn my right hand in first, then drop my hips down, use the strength of my hips, come back up into downward dog. So if you have been trying to work out this transition for quite a while already, I hope this tutorial helps you to get into your wild thing or transition from your wild thing to your wheel pose. And I'll see you all again soon for the next tutorial. Bye!